Welcome back to my channel. It is your girl, Connie, the Sobriety Queen, no longer the alcohol fiend. I am so happy to be back on this Monday motivational day. Yes, if you have not subscribed already, do yourself a favor and tap that button, subscribe, so that you can stay in tune to all of my impactful messages, all of my freebies, all of the membership, all the great stuff that I have going on. And I want you to be connected. So today on this Motivational Monday, I want to share 3 things with you that keeps you stuck in your journey, keeps you stuck in life, period. Now, just about little backstory about me. I am sober 7 years. I have been someone that has been fighting, still fight every single day for my life with sobriety. But I fight differently. I fight with the Lord. Now, I'm telling you right now, that's the best way to fight. It's the best way to fight. I found that when I was drinking, I literally was just miserable. I was trying to appease everybody. I was trying to do things, through self, through this flawed skin, right? Through lust and through, thoughts that definitely were destroying me. And I'm saying to you that fighting with sobriety with God is the best way. I can promise you, your life will end up so much better. I was out there drinking, fornicating, just engaging in activities that I had no business engaging with, but because I was trying to do it my way, and because I thought if I went, shopping, or if I don't know, made myself feel good by buying something extravagant, still shopping, but made myself just surrounding myself in a good environment. I remember times when I would feel low in my spirit and I would just be like, well, I'm just going to go out and drink. That'll make me feel good. And a lot of times we've all done that, only to find that I was left even more broken, more busted, more disgusted. I mean, it took a long time to get to these 7 years. I did not get here overnight. So first and foremost, I don't want you thinking that this was an overnight success for me. It is a journey, and 7 years is a blessing, but I look to have 77 plus 77 plus 77 years. I'm here, full transparency, to let you know that I'm no different from you. Everything that you are facing, 9 out of 10 I've gone through it, or somebody else has gone through it. And if it is burden you, trust and believe. If you put your trust in God while on your journey, get the help that you need, I promise you, your life will be so much better. Won't be problem free, but it will be better for you to fight this battle. So what are those 3 things that I want to be able to help you with, so that you can stay focused on your journey, so that you don't have to be worried about, what's going to come and all that doubt. That is the first thing. Doubt is something that we all have struggled with. We all have struggled with one way or another. Even sometimes it has come from our upbringing. You'd be surprised as to how we were raised and how doubt was kind of ingrained in our lives. And I remember myself, hearing doubt around me as a child, having that, that one person, be it your mother, your guardian, whomever, hearing them encounter with doubt kind of just, rolled off on you. So I want you to know that doubt is something that really steals you from your faith with God. It really does disconnect. It's almost disrespectful to God to doubt his word. You can't be this woman of God and say that you trust him and yet doubt. It's like worry, right? We can't do that. We can't waver. You hear, reading the Bible, like you cannot waver. If you're going to trust God on your journey to sobriety, you've got to trust him fully. You've got to know that he has your front, your back, your side. No, don't doubt, because that is where the enemy comes in, and he definitely tries his best to distract you, right? That is the second D. And I'm saying that to you because I've been there. I've been there when my back was up against the wall and I didn't know how my bills was going to get paid. I relocated, guys. If you don't know, I'm currently living in Georgia. But prior to that, I lived in New Jersey. That's where I got sober at. But even here in Georgia, this was totally new to me. This life, I wanted to relocate to Georgia. I liked it when I first came to visit. And I said, oh my gosh, I could see myself living here. But when it came time to move and I left my job, my 9 to 5, I was not only doubting God, not only distracted with the doubts, right? I really was going through it. And I had to come to this place in my prayer closet, and I had to call out, I had to cry, I had to scream, and I had to open up my Bible. And I had to trust God. I had to know that the thoughts of, concern. Now, I'm not saying that we're not human, but I'm saying I had to trust God. I had to give him back his words and say that you said that you will never leave me nor forsake me. Your word says that, you will supply all of my needs according to your riches. And I had to recall on those things that God had done for me before, right? When I moved to New Jersey and I didn't know anybody, God provided. Yes, I had a job, but at the same time, I was uncomfortable. I didn't know, if this thing would work out. So doubt did go in, but God proved himself in that moment. I had to recall the gifts that I already have, Connie. You are, a woman of God. You are a creator. You are a new creature in him. You are an author, right? You have other gifts. Utilize those gifts. So I had to depend on him and use his word. Right? I had to trust him at his word. I had to take those distractions that was trying to come into my mind and tell me that, girl, you ain't gonna make it. You was making, $3,000 a month with your job. I had to tell, those thoughts that the devil is a liar, that I am, all my needs will be supplied, right? I even went and got my insurance license, hence the t-shirt, guys, right? And I had to understand that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Yes, it's going to require me to get out and work. Yes, it's going to require me to do some things that are different and uncomfortable, but I can do this. God has my back. He didn't put me here accidentally. I asked to be here, but I know that he wouldn't have allowed it. And if he allowed it, he was going to make sure that he supplies my needs. And I want you to know that too. Wherever you are right now on your journey, it may look dull. It may look difficult. You may be crying. You may be saying to yourself, how am I going to make it? How am I going to get from, 2 days sober to 22 days sober? How am I going to get from 22 days sober to, 52 days sober? Or whatever the number is. I'm telling you to trust God. Take those thoughts that you now have in your mind, and you got to talk to yourself. You got to encourage yourself. You got to let yourself know that I am the righteousness of Christ Jesus. He brought me here. I'm going to be the one that's going to help my family through my bloodline, right? I'm going to be the one, the fact that I made this decision to stop drinking, I'm going to be the one that's going to catapult my family. Those are the thoughts you have to tell yourself. I can do this. Why? Because God is on my side. I can do this because I don't walk alone. I walk with God. God is with me in every step of the way. I am doing the great things that God has called me to do. I stopped yesterday and I can stop today. It may be some challenges. Guess what? But I'm going to get through this. That is what I want you to speak over your life. And what's the last one? The last one is fear. Let me tell you something. God did not give us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. That's what God gave us the spirit of. I'm not saying that you're not going to have some moments of being, afraid to do some things, but don't let the fear stop you. Don't let the fear paralyze you, is what I'm saying. Fear is something that is common, right? It's normal, but it shouldn't keep you stuck. It shouldn't keep you in a place of saying, if I do that, oh God, what's going to happen? Don't let the distraction in your mind come through and convince you not to do it, right? What happens if you do it and it doesn't go the way that you want? Well, guess what? To do it differently later, right? What happens if you do it and it goes out amazingly? I remember, I speak to a lot of people in different groups. I'm a part of a lot of different Facebook groups, and I love to encourage. I love to pour into people. And I remember this gentleman saying, actually, it was a queen. And I remember her posting and saying that she got up to speak for the first time in her group. And she said her story was all over the place. And I said, so what? Who cares? The fact that you got up. Let's talk about the fact that you got up, that you was courageous enough to get up. That took boldness. That took strength. You got up. Who cares if the story was all over the place? I guarantee you one person in that room, see, because we critique ourselves so much. We are like so hard on ourselves. So I bet you one person in that room was like, oh my God, thank you for telling me that. Don't be so hard on yourselves when you are getting up and you are speaking or whatever it is that you have to do. Do it with boldness. Do it because guess what? If you don't do it, you're letting somebody else down as well as yourself. So don't be afraid to do that thing that's on your heart. Be it speaking publicly, be it speaking privately, be it saying hello to somebody, whatever it is, be it starting your journey. Don't you let fear convince you that you are not capable. Don't you let distraction to say to you, what about this? What about that? Don't you allow anything to stop you from being your greatest self. Why? Because you have everything inside of you. Everything that you're going through is going to be used for your good. Why? Because God does not waste anything. He is just that strategic. He's just that amazing. I love the Lord. And I'm telling you, if you stay connected to God, if you keep him with your journey, oh my gosh, you don't even have a clue as to how great your life will be. You will be that person for your family. You will be the one that starts, breaking that generational curse and start building generational wealth. And that doesn't necessarily mean financially, right? That can mean wealth of happiness, wealth of joy, right? Wealth of love. Listen, wealth is a beautiful thing, and we have to understand it is our birthright. It's your birthright to be wealthy in God, wealthy, happy, with joy, with peace. Oh my God, that's a big one, right? So I hope that these 3 things have helped you. I hope that you will take these and you will move forward with them. I also have some downloadable freebies. Click the link down below so that you can have the tools, 8 ways to jumpstart your sobriety journey. I have all sorts of nuggets. If you would like to be a part of the membership, that is coming. Yes, it is coming in 2022. Now listen, this is going to be a membership that's going to blow your mind like none other. All right, but that's not a video for this. But if you'd like to stay informed with that, I'm also going to put a link down below so that you can be informed as to when that is going to happen. And also, December 1st, we are starting our challenge. Those of you that have been saying, I want to stop drinking, I just don't know, I want you to join in for our challenge starting December 1st. That is right. So that you can have 30 days of no drinking. Listen, that challenge is going to be amazing. I don't want to even give you a little snippet. I will come back in and you'll get all the details. But for now, make sure you click the link, be a part of it. Whenever you're seeing this video, it does not matter. That challenge will always be available and it is free. Yes. So I want you to be a part of it. Be blessed. Know that I love you, but God loves you far more than I ever could. Take care.